Because I really, like I said, I've been on a Brooke kick, and she's so calm and slow when she talks and does her whispered rambles. And I wish I was that slow and calm. Oh my gosh, the bags under my eyes. I have not been sleeping very well. I just started like 3 different stories. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. The first story being the kids are at swim lessons, and the youngest is napping, but he's on the tail end of his nap because he usually only naps like 2-ish hours, and he's been asleep for like 2 hours. So I'm really pushing my luck with this video, but hopefully, I mean, sometimes he gives us more time, sometimes he gives us like 3 hours, so until I hear him cry, I will do a whispered ramble video with a cup to whisper. The second story I started was that I plugged in, I got everything set up, and then I usually put the headphones on at the least to listen to the beginning. Try to cover up the sound of the truck driving by, Anyways, I usually plug in the headphones at least just to make sure everything's hooked and working, and then sometimes I take the headphones off and film. Well, I was sitting here with the headphones on, about to start, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and I was like, oh, and I kept replugging stuff in. I think it's the cord also do it to distract myself, because when I detox, my anxiety skyrockets too. Because, to be honest, I feel like I use drinking to mask or like band-aid my anxiety. I obviously don't condone that. It's very unhealthy. But in turn, it kind of helps me sleep. It lowers my anxiety very temporarily. So since my anxiety is heightened for a few days, it'll go away. Like, I think if after like a week or two without alcohol in my system at all, like, I think my anxiety will like, it'll go down. And I noticed the last time I did this, I feel like I often have this, lately, I often have this like uneasy, like unsettled feeling, like almost like contemplating the meaning of life. Just extreme discomfort. And after like a few weeks without alcohol, that feeling like just goes away. I think it's the anxiety. So I'm doing sober October. Sober press-ons is for filming. And then it's like very helpful because it ends up making me feel like put together, and when I feel put together I'm more productive, and it's really nice. And so I put these on like a week ago, and lately I used to get my nails to last like 2 weeks, and for some reason they've only been lasting like a week lately. The last few sets. anniversary next year. Because next summer is our 10-year wedding anniversary. So we were gonna do, like, next fall, a 10-year anniversary trip. But then I was like, well, if we space our kids out the same amount as we have previously, then I would be pregnant for that trip. If not, like, have a baby around then. Which, timing-wise, I would love. But that kind of foils our plans. Not like I would, like, if we were really set on a baby in that time frame, we would do it. Like, I'm not gonna pick a trip over a baby. But listen, I already picked a baby over having a house. With our last, we were like, okay, we could pay for the baby or have a down payment on a house. Or use the money for the baby, because we had to pay cash to have the baby anyways, to birth the baby. Long story. Anyways. And so we were like, let's have the baby. We'll wait for a house. And I don't regret it. Just, anyways, this is so personal and, like, random, but it's just my thought process. Anyways, so then we talked about, like, what if we did a trip in spring and then start trying sooner. Either way, I do not plan on getting pregnant anytime soon. Which is actually really nice to not know. I mean, like, I could always get pregnant, like, not planned. Accidents happen, so, like, and, like, I wouldn't, if it happened accidentally, I wouldn't be upset, but, oh my gosh, look at these. My postpartum hairs that just, like, never grow. But it's kind of nice knowing, like, sorry, my posture. It's nice knowing, like, we're not gonna be trying. Like, I'm probably not gonna get pregnant, so it's nice knowing, like, I have more freedom. It feels good. Because so far with every child, we've started trying pretty much right away. And when I say right away, I mean as soon as, like, I was able to conceive again since I nursed. But that happened to be 2 years, basically, with both of them. And that's the point I am right now. So, like, based on history, I would try to get pregnant now, but I'm not. Is this conversation riveting? Fun fact, this is my favorite topic, and I will talk about this stuff for hours. If we were talking, this would probably, like, if I was choosing the conversation, this would be like 90% of the conversation. Anything like motherhood, pregnancy, marriage, baby related, birth, nursing. It's like my favorite topics, and I do not shut up. But I would like to think it makes for good ASMR. Anyways, my point being of this ramble is that because I know I'm not about to get pregnant or try to get pregnant, I don't, like, it seems so easy for me to take a month off from drinking. I don't know why that motorcycle's so loud. When I edit it, though, the background noise isn't as bad as I think it is. But anyways, so, like, I feel like I've done, like, alcohol cleanses before, and I don't make it the whole time that I plan to. Because I feel like I'm just so, like, yeah, but I'm about to give it up, or I might give it up soon, or something silly. Or I just gave it up. But right now I feel very motivated, because I'm like, I can drink for the holidays, like, I don't care. It's also, like, there's not a lot going on this month, so it seems easier. not like I was saying, I said